Like a holdout pistol?
A what?
Like a holdout weapon or pistol? Basically
Hold
something...
out?
Yeah. Basically something small that you could hide
Ah, so
easily.
concealment.
Mm-hmm. Think you could get something like that as a laser pistol?
Give me a moment, because concealment might be considered weapon improvement. Yeah, that's one of the potential weapon improvement that you can get.
Cool. Fancy.
Stealth. Weapon folds or compacts into a small, no encumbrance bubble that appears harmless. Unfolding it can be performed as part of attack. Yeah, the thing, like, if we play it by the rules, the thing with weapon improvements is that you pay for improvement and then you roll d20 or d20s, depends on how much you spend.
Mm-hmm.
And because you don't choose improvements, they are rolled.
I was
Unless
thinking if I could go like find one and buy one
you
that's already set up for it.
try to find. And considering weapon improvements are part of Relics of the Lost book, which basically deals with freaking artifacts and whatnot, then yeah, it is possible to ask about it, or try to look for it.
Mm-hmm. How about I give you one of these? Seven. It's probably not enough.
Probably not enough for the stuff that you're looking for, but because you rolled, the thing with culture rolls is that, let me double check if I understand correctly, but I know they played it that way, that usually that means you know somebody, or rather no, that's cultured criminal, but we don't have contact skill, so we can play it that way, that in this case, because you are looking for a particular person, let's say that doesn't give you exactly what you want, but you know somebody. You know a guy that is basically a weapons smuggler or like arms dealer. And do you want to name him or describe him?
I
Or
will give him a name happily. Let me just find...
oh my
How
god,
about... What?
I did random generator and like smuggler, and then I see Lucifer, assassin robot. Lucifer has seamless plastic skin and a force shield generator and is armed with concealed flashlight pistol. It speaks with an electronic voice. Really? It generated me a fucking assassin robot with the name of Lucifer. Wow.
No, if only he could play Golden Fiddle. He'd be the robot devil. How
Okay.
about one Bobby Leary? Or Larry. I think it'd be Leary.
Larry, it's whatever. Okay, so I will say that messy green hair, narrow green eyes, usually goes with military uniform. Unless you want to add like more.
Yeah.
Although you probably will, I mean, you know out of character that he probably doesn't have what you want, but do you like contact him or?
Yep.
Okay, and how do you know him? Like, do you know him personally, or have you heard about him from net?
I probably would have heard from him through Jeb, really. Because, Jeb seems like the kind of person that would put me in contact with people like this.
Okay, so you contact him or attempt to contact him through your not datapad, PDA or comlink. That's the name. It starts with comlink. I forgot about it.
Like, for instance, I probably get my power cells from him or something like that.
Yeah, it's possible. Then the signal goes like a few times, and you hear a very pleasant and almost like sickeningly sweet voice of not him, but his secretary. You know that he has a secretary or somebody who responds to calls and then like vets them. And it's like, hello, how can I help you?
It's like, I'm calling to speak to Bobby Leary about possibly getting a concealment pistol or a laser pistol, and I'd also like to look into selling a couple full sniper magazines, ballistic bullets.
Yeah, yeah. So this is not the first time that you're doing this, apparently. So obviously she doesn't remember you. Too many clients, but there's like she begins like, I don't know what you're. Oh, I'm sorry. This might be a mistake, sir. I don't know what you. And then like you hear like clicking, tapping into keyboard, and obviously she's like checking. And when you like buying from him, does he know you by your real name or?
I'd probably say like just James or something like that.
So there is like a click, and then she like stops. Ah, Mr. James, how nice of you to call us again. Mr. Bobby will connect. Mr. Bobby will be here in just a moment. And then
Sounds
there's like
good.
a click, and you hear a typical like waiting song, like
Yep.
while you wait like a minute or so. Apparently he has a lot of business to deal today. Considering this is a frontier world, the potential conflict with Samar system, usually he has a good business. Then it clicks, and like Graf voice, his voice obviously, doesn't sound pleasant about something, and it's like, hello, Bobby Leary here.
And like, let's be like, hey Bobby, it's James. Calling to see if you have any concealed laser pistols that I could buy off of you. And I have a couple of sniper magazines if you'd be interested in them. It's nothing major, but it always helps.
Whoa, partner, hold on for a moment. And he like, you almost hear him like scratching through his head, and it's like, James. And then he like, this one. Okay, now I remember. So sniper, concealed pistol and sniper magazines. Well, concealment ain't really that common of a thing, however surprising it may be. Before we get to that, I mean sniper magazines, like usual sniper rifle, that common bullets, TL3 stuff.
Yep. I believe so. That's not my specialty, but seems like it.
And he's like, how many of them do you have for sale?
I just have two. I only acquired a small amount.
Well, I'd say 30 credits max.
That I'd just give it to you as a gift, so as part of our goodwill deal. How's that sound?
That sounds pretty nicely. Although, don't expect much of a discount on that concealment thing. It's really, really hard to get.
I understand.
So you say you want concealment on a laser pistol, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Definitely won't be cheap. And won't be quick too. I don't have that sort of technology now, so you understand, I will need to reach through my contacts and whatnot.
I understand. Also, did it say when the party is?
So you decide to take that job?
Most likely.
Okay, so yeah, like obviously he also left you like personal information, like how to like contact him on his like private channel. And the date he said that the party will be happening like 2 weeks from now on. He says that it might be early, but he just wants to be sure that everything will be tied to the last button and will be prepared. He does not want any surprises.
Yep, sounds good. So I asked Bobby if he could get it in like a week. If that'd be enough time, or
He like scratches his chin. A week? Possible. If you are willing to throw in some extra cash for express delivery, that is.
and how much extra are we talking, may I ask?
Well, for you are not a fresh client. I will give you that. Let's say on express delivery I will give you 50% discount, so 500 credits instead of usual 1000 for delivery itself. For payment for pistol itself, and then you hear him typing on computer and then calculator as he thinks. I need to I'm double checking what's the basic cost of laser pistol in book. Okay, so that's
200.
Give me a moment. Okay, so stuff 13. Okay, I'm not gonna fuck you over that much, but you know, usually as we did with other campaign, is that you get, let's say the weapon, you pay 5,200 for laser pistol. That means you roll 5d20s for 5 upgrades, and you won't need to pay that much. But I just rolled for shits and giggles to see if you even, because for stealth, for concealment, you would need to get 13. Guess on which d20 you got 13.
The fifth one.
Yeah, the last one. So they tried that many times to actually get it right. But yeah, and he's like, okay, for everything, including delivery, base price, and upgrade price, I'd say 1800. If you want to barter, that's not diplomacy, that's business skill.
Give me a second. I'm just also looking up.
But hey, on the fourth dice you get nat 20. And nat 20 on weapon upgrade is roll again. Roll d10 to determine craftsmanship, then d10 plus 10 to determine another quality. Okay. Huh. Okay.
I'm looking for... that. Oh?
Okay, so so sorry, mistake. On the fourth dice you would get 13, what you needed.
I say, how about 1900? However, you throw in 20 Type A power cells.
Make a business roll.
Instead, I'd be getting a discount on the power cells and not the gun. But yeah, business roll.
Yep. It's very valid argument. You know, for very valid argument, I wanted to say I will give you +1 bonus, but
That would have just still given me a 6.
do you want to use your once per hour? Yeah, you cannot use Stellar Heroes thing from your heroic skill because you have -1, but you can still use expert thing once per hour.
Which is a reroll?
Yes, it's a reroll.
I'll go for it. So that'd probably actually be charisma.
Yeah, it's charisma based, and remember about that +1 bonus from me because you used valid argument. And like good. Oh my god. Oh my god. And there's like like a chuckle. Nice try, James, but I like nice try, James. I sell that stuff enough as it is.
So be it. 2,000 then. So for the gun and then the 20 power cells. Stock up on those while I'm at it.
And he's like, same address as before. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, where do you order those things to be delivered? Because, yeah, that's the thing. Because that's culture criminal, so he's not exactly legal arms dealer.
Yeah, I figured that much. I figured I'd like go pick it up.
So instead of like same as so he like drop point, same as the last time.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you, James. And then he like waits a few seconds for you to say something, and then he like clicks out.
I'd just probably say like you as well. Just general stuff. Yeah, I figured, going and spending a bunch of money on like legal things would probably get me caught, but spending money on illegal things, while probably be more expensive by a decent amount, won't get me as caught. So.
Yep, because those guys, assuming of course anybody looks for you specifically, but just in general direction, then yeah, transactions between criminals or underworld are not that well tracked. So yeah, that was a good idea to get weaponry from. Obviously, that's another problem in case you ever got arrested and they ask like, where's your permission or where did you get that gun?
Well, I don't really have permission from my rifle either, so.
Rifle? I think you have plasma projector, and plasma projector is rifle or is it pistol?
It's a rifle.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's a rifle.
Yeah, although on this planet specifically, it's not that easy to be caught because of weaponry, because frontier world to Samar, so apart from military, like human society as a whole is, I don't want to go with stereotype that of typical Americans, but a lot of civilians like have guns, and
I would say how about like almost like sci-fi western.
Not that hardcore yet, but close by. Like not enough for there being a shootouts every hour, but the number is high enough that after some time just police just doesn't care and they don't do random checks on the street to see if somebody has permission or not. Only if
probably get them more shot than anything else.
Yeah, only in, I don't know, you are on the crime scene and they caught you, so then they will check all of that stuff.
Okay, so it says that plasma projectors are larger two-handed thermal pistols, which I just assumed meant it was a rifle. So it may not be one, but it still uses two hands.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no problem. Like, they might consider it, like, if somebody looked at it, it has a class of a pistol, but big enough that you need two hands to control it. Or something like
Sounds
that.
good.
It's like modern, not Glock, like SMGs or something. Okay, so you got that. Anything else?
And I'll just go ahead and take that off my credits now. Let's see. And I'm not counting, like, I'll count the gun as one of the 5. I'm not going to count the 20 power cells as
Yeah,
5,
ammunition doesn't count.
Yeah, like, that would be stupid. Let's see. Ooh, I need I think it was a meta tool,
I'm just doing
actually.
random stuff. You can ignore those two rolls.
Yeah.
They are not important
Okay.
for you now.
For now. Keyword. Because I have a tech level 4 rope, and I think it was a meta tool that did that. I don't think I have one of those. So let's see. I will take a meta tool, which I'm sure I could just. It's 200 credits, so I'm sure that doesn't count as a big purchase.
Nah, that will not raise too much suspicion. I mean, any suspicion at all. 200 credits is like nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking through all of the different gear and whatnot. I had been meaning to get a meta tool, I just didn't buy enough. And let's see. That skin I would have to get some more for, because tech level 5.
Yeah, but vac suit is perfectly reasonable.
Did the other jobs have, like, a time limit on them?
Wait, what were the, like, there were two jobs from
Spencer.
There
was. Yeah, the one from Spencer was to steal a key. There's the one from the doctor to go acquire a sample. And specifically that one, if there wasn't a time limit, I was going to go ahead and buy a vac suit now.
Yeah, there was no time limit on that doctor job.
The other one from Spencer was to go to a planet and do something with terrorists.
Yeah, the Spencer jobs, both of them. He's like, there's commentary. I even imagine there's like a commentary when there's no like time limit, and there's commentary to him. In case you ask, the sooner the better.
Yeah. Because I figure I would go ahead and get the vac suit and pressure tank. Serviceable sleeping quarters up to 5 very friendly occupants. So in other words, it's like a 3-person tent, maybe.
Something like that.
I don't actually have. I'll make sure to go ahead and buy binoculars as well, because
Yeah, for good doctor. Yeah, I won't
All
be doing
right.
that for every NPC, but just for shits and giggles.
So I will be getting. How hard would it be to find a Tech 4 set of binoculars?
Considering it's a TL4 planet and binoculars are like can be considered part of like usually exploration or like every like survey shop, pretty damn easy.
All right, and I will be paying as close. I'll be for like these lawful purchases. I'll be using as close to cash as possible. So like I'll probably be like handing him credit chips.
Yeah, obviously in this time like physical paper money does not
Yeah.
exist. But yeah, credit chips are completely fine.
So then that would be 300 more because that'd be a fact suit and TL for binoculars. Binoculars. I think I spelled that right. Let's see.
Binoculars,
Yep.
yes.
It doesn't spell check it in that, so I just like move it over to something that does, like the chat, for instance.